Okay, I'm back, and as you may notice here, I've got rhinestones in place here for my spider, and I already did the ghost, and I've got them on my transfer tape right here. Now I'm going to show you how I went about and did this process, but it's pretty easy. You need to have special transfer tape for this. This is rhinestone transfer tape, and it's made for use with your iron or your heat press. You don't want to use something like vinyl transfer tape because that will just melt. So we're just going to peel off this white backing, and just very carefully we're going to place this right on top of the spider. And then I usually just take my finger and kind of rub along, especially with these smaller ones because they're a shorter height than the larger ones, and just work on getting them all picked up by the transfer tape. And then I'm going to start to kind of peel this up a little bit, and I do this kind of slowly so that if there's like a rhinestone that did not adhere to the transfer tape, like I've got one that's right there, it did not adhere, I can put this back in place and then press right on that rhinestone to get it to pick up. So just do that very carefully, and we're going to go all the way across here and pick up all these rhinestones. And I've got a couple there that didn't pick up. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you too is a little something that I've kind of learned from doing this, is every now and then you may notice if you look at the back of it, we've got some rhinestones here that got picked up on the side of the rhinestone rather than the top of them. So all I really do here is I just kind of push them back into place with my finger, and they'll stay then in place there. And I'll be back in a little bit to show you how we put these on. Okay, I'm back, and now I'm going to show you how to go ahead and apply those rhinestones onto your material. And here I have applied my ghost onto a tote bag, and you'll notice that I also used the product from Square One, which is our sponsor this month. This is printable fabric, and I printed some digital paper onto it, and then I sewed it onto my bag with the with my sewing machine. The font that I used to cut it out is called Slap Happy. So now on the other side, I also have that same fabric with the Slap Happy font, and instead of sewing it on though, I actually used Fabric Tack permanent adhesive on this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply our spider now onto here, and I'm going to actually do him up here in the corner like so. Now one of the things that I decided to do with the Square One being on here, I'm not sure how this really reacts well to heat, so I'm covering it up with a piece of Teflon, just like so. I've got my spider in here, and now I'm covering the whole thing, including the transfer tape, with a spare old kitchen towel. And I'm using a heat press that I borrowed from my mom. Thanks, Mom. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the heat. Now, because this fabric is really dense, I'm going to apply heat for about 1.5 minutes. So I'm not going to have you subject and sit to all this. We'll be back in just a minute when I'm done. Okay, so now I've applied the heat and I've let this cool down a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove my kitchen towel, and I'm going to remove the Teflon here, but I think I probably need to release the transfer tape. Now when I release this up, I'm going to go very slow, just in case there's a rhinestone, like right there you see one that has popped up, and I'm just going to, since that's the only one there, oh there's another one, I'll just apply those with my iRock tool, just because I want to be able to show you how well this works. And there you go. There's just those two little ones that didn't quite adhere all the way, but I can fix that pretty easily. And so there we have our spider rhinestone on our tote bag with our square one printable fabric. Thanks for watching. Bye now.